is 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining.
Sarah Williams is off the board.
I might honestly rather have. I'm not gonna go that
Like,
far. I would rather go AZ than Lauren Flood. I mean Lauren Flood than Lauren Betts. Truthfully,
Why do
we
you
need a
think?
center.
Why do you think JJ and Isaiah
they have
are better?
Luisa's not bad.
Like
Luisa's
I
a
said
rookie.
before, look, like I said before, you do not sit up there on the corner starving and then you reject a salami sandwich. No, you're gonna take that salami sandwich and
Lauren
You're
starve
Betts.
not
it
rejecting
You're
it.
down.
You're not
comparing Lauren Betts.
rejecting it though. You're just
Right,
taking a different sandwich. Like, what are you talking about?
right,
You're not. No, you're not.
right,
You're just taking a different
right.
sandwich.
Why did you add another sandwich into the equation? No, your only
That's what you
option
just
is
said.
salami.
You just.
That's
What do you
not what I
mean?
said.
You just brought up a
That's not what
sandwich
I said.
analogy.
Let the commenters put. You have to take AZ because if she is up, because Betts doesn't get you any more
I'm
than
going to
what you
tell
have right
y'all.
now. Lauren Betts can't, and
I'm
then
gonna be
somebody else
real
said
with
Lauren
you.
Betts can't guard
TX,
pick and roll.
TX, I'm confused
Yes,
as to
she
why
can.
you're
What?
Yes,
TX,
she can.
TX. I'm
Jabari,
confused
you
as to why
always
you're talking
say
about the
take the
guards.
best talent, right?
Why?
KG said, who was that? KG, you were saying something?
Bro, we have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
million guards on this
Hold on, TX.
team already,
But why does that
bro.
matter? Why don't you just take the best player, TX?
That's facts. Hold
Lauren
on.
Betts is the best
Let
player.
KG
What
get
are
his
we
She's
pod.
talking
not.
about?
She's literally
Yes,
not. She's
she
not.
is.
She's
Oh
not.
my
She's not.
God, bro.
Listen,
She's
We're
not.
sitting up
She is
here saying a
Camilla.
player
She
that
is
averages
Camilla. She
13
is
points a
Camilla
game
Cardoso
and
with a
has
motor.
never won any major
Hold on, TX. Hold on. KG, see what you're saying. Because like,
listen. I only got a few minutes, so I want to address this. I want to address my diamond thing, and then whatever questions you said, KD or somebody had for me. But
Katie said, go ahead. Katie has some talk. Katie has some words for you.
so for this, you always be saying take the best talent, right?
Facts.
We do need a center in Dallas, but in my honest opinion, there's only one player in this draft that has the potential to be generational in any sense. I'm not saying Ace is going to be a generational overall player, but she has the ability to be a generational shooter, in my opinion. So I'm taking a generational shooter over just a regular center,
KG,
and that's what I think Lauren is going
before
to
we
be.
move on from that point, what the hell is a generational shooter?
She's a sniper.
A
She
shooter
Usopp
that
with it.
basically
That's
She
not
works in the
Usopp
ice
with
generational.
it.
time.
That's not generational.
Usopp
What will
with it.
separate? Okay, what will separate her from every other shooter that's in the WNBA right now? Role
They're not
players
generational
and
shooter.
all stars. What's the separator for AZ?
The percentage at which she shot the ball her
Right.
whole career.
Percentages? What are we talking about?
The percentage
AZ's
at which she shot
percentages,
the
if we're
ball her whole
looking at
career.
her in comparison to other elite shooters, even in the 2026 draft and even amongst WNBA players, it's not by far and large better than theirs.
That means they're only so when I say generational shooter, I'm talking about a shooter that's in like a tier by themselves. There's only been a few of them that have generational shooting talent, right? AZ has generational shooting talent, is what I'm saying. And that being said, you got
And
Sabrina, you want to put her in there. You got Caitlin, you want to put her in there. Based on what Pow did in college, you want to put Pow on there, and if you want to
I
put
mean, but KG, like the
Katie
only
Lou,
person that you mentioned that's an above average 3-point shooter out of all those people is Pow, and Pow make less than a 3 a game.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying to you. Her being that in college and me saying she has generational shooting talent, that doesn't mean that she's gonna fulfill the destiny and become a generational shooter.
Okay, so
Become a
what is the
generational
point of
shooter.
using a top 2 pick on her if it's not damn near guaranteed
Because
then?
nobody else in the draft class has any type of generational aspect to their
That's not
game.
true.
Period.
Gianna Keepins is historically a better shooter than AZ.
No, she's
Hey,
not.
Yana
hey,
Neekins is also playing in a
Well,
horrible
Neekins, I'm
conference.
Usopp
sorry.
with it.
But
Usopp with it.
Gianna
so the
Neekins
Diamond Miller
average
take.
So
18,
why am
19
I
points a
seeing One
game,
Piece on my
and she
screen?
shoot 45% from 3.
Generational
For a
shooters.
career?
That's the first
For a
person I
career,
thought of.
Usopp is not a
Hey, let
Oh,
generational
KG
shooter.
Stephen
finish,
Curry?
bro.
No,
Oh,
she
he's
said
Let KG finish,
45%.
bro.
That's
No,
what
let
she
him
he
said
is
cook.
for a
not,
career.
Let him
Jabari.
cook. Go ahead. Bet's gonna be a generational post scorer if KG gonna do all that. I don't agree with that.
That's
Lauren
Hell
Betts
no.
definitely
is
cap.
not a
I don't think that
But
at
generational
let
shooter.
all.
KG
I don't think that
finish.
at all.
Y'all
Louisa
also
can't
got
be
to
starting
check.
center unless Dallas has an elite backcourt. There goes
Lauren
the
Betts
AZ.
hasn't shown any substance of being an
Facts.
elite post scorer. AZ
And that's
Facts.
what
has
I'm
at
saying.
least
She
shown
at
being
least
able to
AZ
be an
has shown the
elite shooter.
capability that says she has that
Yo,
type of talent.
what I'm
I don't
telling
see
y'all
Enrique coming.
from we're watching the
Hold up, y'all
film.
are looking at numbers, but you're not looking at a clinical, technical standpoint. AZ Fudd, I love Neepkins as a shooter, and the numbers are great. But if you look at catch and release and the way she gets her shot off and the ability to drive, like Azzi Fudd is a generational shooter.
But I mean, why
Exactly.
does that matter though?
It matters
It
because
doesn't
you're gonna pass up on
matter.
that. You
Because
don't
But
pass
but
everybody's not
because when we're
generational.
looking
That's
at
why it matters.
volume and we're looking at threes made, the numbers just don't say
Technique,
that.
absolutely. In the game of basketball, technique
Like,
absolutely
sure,
matters.
her jump shot.
In terms of
Y'all
effort.
saying she a generational shooter because her jump shot is pretty.
No, we
That's what
not.
y'all are
Look at the
saying.
numbers.
No, it's
No.
because
Look at the
Hey,
numbers.
TX, I came around to this too because I was on the boat with you. I jumped on the boat with KG on this one.
Look at the
Uh,
numbers.
KG has always been on that boat.
I'm
though.
going to tell y'all
Look at
you're
the
there's a
going to
numbers.
be
difference between.
disappointed because everybody's expectations for AZ is way up here. You really need to keep them somewhere in the middle. I'm
Okay.
just
No,
being
not
real with you.
really. Now,
That's just what I'm saying.
TX,
What
you've
what
been
are
wrong
both
plenty of
niggas
times
if she's in the
before.
speaking?
right,
I'm
if
not.
she's
I'm not moved.
if she's in the right, if she's in the right role, then what you're considering pretty is really considered technically efficient, and that's what jump shots are based on. So, like that,
Dallas
and
front
she
Man,
can
court is
I
shoot it
weak.
don't.
off quick.
But I wouldn't say that though. Like just because you may have a technically sound jump shot, that doesn't necessarily mean that shit is going in.
Do
Oh,
the
I don't
numbers
know.
back it
I'm
up?
so sorry. I don't know if
Hey,
I can curse on
the
y'all.
commenter agrees with you. He said, "Not mine." TX, I'm with you. And then Andre said, "Trade Angel for Maddie Segrist and Taisha Harris."
That trade is getting vetoed immediately.
That's
Is
not
Like
it?
gonna happen.
I'm just
Is
saying
This
it?
is
it's
AZ
it's
stat.
it's all of when we're talking about
Yes, it is.
structure
Yes,
and
it
we're
is.
talking about
Whoever's
jump
on that nonsense,
shots.
yeah, you gotta chill.
She's very technically sound. That is true. But however, everybody's own jump shot works how it works for them. You can say Kayla
You shoot at
McBride's jump
43%
shot isn't
twice
the
from three.
most, you know what I'm saying, mechanically sound, but that it goes in though. She's
She's
been
shooting 43 attempts.
multiple. She
Okay,
shot 40% from three multiple seasons before.
we can
That's not like common.
we can
That's not common,
control
TX.
It's
other
not,
shooters.
and it's not common. That's just what I'm saying. It's like you don't know. You really, when we're talking about shooters, my point is when I
Hey,
said to
Melbourne
KG
agreed
that
with
only
you.
one of those shooters are above average 3-point shooters is you can sit up there and draft a player to be a really good shooter, but you really don't know until they play in the WNBA, and
Let me add this.
Other
that's
end
why
of that
players who
argument.
are known to be very very good shooters and really that's all they are for real. They don't get drafted very high because you don't know until they step on that
AZ
court
is more than
and you
that though.
got to
She plays
see.
solid defense and she can get to the cup.
She's a solid defender in college. There's no telling if she will be in the
Why
I
WNBA.
mean,
why
she got to
can't
Man,
play
that's
the
we
what I'm
give
game
saying.
first.
That's
She
Miss
can't,
easy.
you know what
Rosa?
I'm saying? She got to play the game first.
What?
Like, of course, she got to play the game first. But
But you
what
acting
I'm
like
This
she
is
saying
knows
not
is,
she's gonna
fam,
come to the college and be
she's
buns
not
at
a
defense though.
lockdown all defensive defender in
You don't have
college,
to be a
bro.
lockdown.
The chances
Paige
of
wasn't
that
either.
being the case
Paige
in the
wasn't either.
WNBA is very unlikely. And plus, on top of that, the top of her, the top, the chances of her being this by far and large above average shooter in the WNBA
Paige
compared to
wasn't a
everybody
lockdown
else.
defender in college either.
Mm.
Who?
Let
Paige.
me
we're
say
not
this too,
giving
and
an
then we can.
accurate depiction of what AZ
Let me
Fudd is.
That's
This is not
the
an
what's
accurate.
nationally recognized as the
hold
best
on,
defender
TX.
in college. What
Hold
are
on,
we
TX.
talking
This,
about?
Hold on, Falco. Let me just
When?
read this comment so y'all get back to it. Hold on. You can get back to it. And and KG, don't forget, I do want you to address what Katie had to say. Melbourne said AZ is all hype. She doesn't get the red carpet because of her relationship with
Oh,
Paige.
I didn't think that.
CMD says AZ fixes a lot, but as long as Dallas doesn't have a facility, they're not getting anyone good. Andre said same thing with Sonya. CMD said she'll be a better defender than Caitlyn. I mean, okay. Abe said Bet's defensive awards means nothing. And I'll get back to it.
no,
When was
I just
Paige
want
ever the
Damn,
best
to
this
say
defender in
to kind of
college?
give
defensive
an
awards
accurate
mean
depiction of
nothing
what.
is
Just not an
crazy.
Answer
accurate
that question
depiction.
for me.
Hold on,
When was
TX. Go ahead, Falcor, and then KG. I want you to address it. He was talking about with Paige.
We all have preferences, and I can understand where TX is coming from, but we have to give an accurate depiction of the scouting report of what AZ Fudd is. That's TX's scouting report, but AZ Fudd entering the league is going to be like from a coach's standpoint is going to be one of the most feared shooters in the league off break, and even if she's not hitting it, it gives the offense an advantage because of the mere threat. So we can talk about how it's pretty or how it's clinical and what the numbers look like, and she's not just a shooter. I mean, she can take you off the dribble as well. So we have to give an accurate scouting report of what she is. We might not be her favorite. It might not be your favorite player, but from what KG is saying, her mere threat alone, shooting the basketball, is one we don't see very often.